Okay, so welcome everybody to the Fit Warriors team call. It is Monday, February 27th. I can't believe it is the end of February. Pretty crazy. It's almost like I think when March is the end of March is the end of the first quarter already, which is crazy. But anywho, today I wanted to talk about techie stuff. Everyone always says, Amanda's the tech queen. She can figure anything else out technology-wise. And that all comes down to like kind of why I think is I'm just really open to taking risks and trying things, and I'm not afraid that I'm going to mess things up. That's usually people's biggest fear with technology, I've learned, since I am a technology coach for teachers. Their biggest fear is that they're going to mess something up and it's good. They're like going to break the world, break the internet. And so really, you're not going to mess anything up. You may fail, and failure's okay. But just kind of trying things. But I am going to share some different video tips. That was the biggest when I asked, what do people want to learn? It was a lot about video and how to make video speed up on your phone and different things like that, as well as like how to share your screen when you're doing a video, like doing a screencast on your computer. So I'll share some different tips as to how you do that. I am going to mute everybody as I'm thinking about it. And then at the end, if you have any questions that I did not cover, I would be happy to cover those as well. I know there was a question on I know that Angela asked a question about like organization of people and she's talking to and all of that. I really see that as a separate call. And I actually have, so my roommate, I was just at the New Leader Conference this weekend. I'll share a little bit about what that is, how you qualify for that. But it was this weekend, and my roommate, who I did not know until this weekend, we connected in the New Leader Conference page, both looking for a roommate to save cost on our hotel room. And she is like the organization queen. I could not believe the spreadsheet that she had that tracked like everything. The girl spends a lot of time on tracking, which is great. So my thought is I would love to have her come talk to you guys and kind of share what she does. Because really what it comes down to with tracking is you have to find a system that works for you, that you feel comfortable with, that works for your schedule, that works for the time you have, that works for your business. But kind of, I think seeing different people's ways of doing it is very helpful. And then you can kind of find what works best for you. Some people love Teamsy. Some people love pen and paper. Some people love spreadsheets. Some people love memory, which that one's not good. So some way of tracking. So my roommate's name is Courtney Graham. So I hope to have her jump on in the next few weeks to share that with you guys, because I think that would be super powerful. So Angela, hold tight a little bit and we will get you that, because I'm pretty sure that you and Courtney will be like best friends because she's the spreadsheet queen. Oh my God, I could not believe. I was like, what is that? So it was pretty awesome. But back to New Leader Conference. How you qualify for New Leader Conference is you have to be a 2-star diamond and you have to have at least 30 elite points. Lindsay and I are going to do a call in the future about how to get elite points. If you don't even know what I'm talking about, some of you are very new. If you have no idea what I'm even talking about, don't worry, you don't have to. It's my 3rd year in the business and I just finally qualified for this. It wasn't even a goal until last year. It didn't even cross my mind. So you don't have to doesn't have to be one of your goals, but if it is one of your goals, we would love to share more with you on how you qualify for that. But basically you have to be a 2-star diamond. It's the new leaders in the company. There were only 300 coaches at this conference out of 400,000 coaches, which is pretty awesome. So it was very intimate. And then it was basically a day full of training. So it started Friday night or Friday afternoon, I should say, at 3:30. Carl actually wasn't there. This is kind of funny. Carl wasn't there because John Congdon, the other founder of Beachbody, I don't know, most people don't know him because Carl is like the Team Beachbody side and John is more the other side of Beachbody. So most people don't know John, but John got married on Saturday, and so Carl was his best man, I believe, and so he had to be there. So Carl actually wasn't there. He apparently was there Thursday, and he did like a photo shoot, but I didn't get until like really late Thursday night. But he did like a photo op with coaches that were there on Thursday, and then he flew off to John's wedding. But we did get a little video from him. And then, but like Michael Neiman and Jeff Hill were there. And then I can't think of the like host of the whole event. His name was Greg, and I can't think of his last name, but he is basically one of the mentors for the East Coast coaches. Like we have mentors for the Central region. Sydney Maurer is our diamond and 1-star diamond mentor. And then Joe Cardone is the 2-star, 3-star to 5-star diamond mentor. And then above that is Doug Moss. So those 3 people were there. So we got, some little bit of one-on-one closer time with them, which was cool. And then there's people for the West region. Actually, the Northwest and Southwest and Northeast and Southeast are split up. And then there's the big Central region. But anyway, all of those people were there. And then Michael Neiman and Jeff Hill, most of you know them. And then there were 3 top coaches. Melanie Mitro was there to speak. Ashley Smith, she actually was at New Leader Conference last year and was a top 10 coach this year. So she was a 2-star diamond last year in February and ended the year as a top 10 coach. So you never freaking know, like your business can take off if you put the work. And then Micah Folsom is another top 10 coach who was also there speaking as well. Just really quick, some of the topics. I'm not going to go into depth of like all my takeaways because I'm going to do another call on that probably with Lindsay. But just some of the topics were setting the bar. Michael talked about that. Good to great. Ashley talked about what a difference a year makes. She basically just kind of told her story. She actually had, she has a 14-month-old, I believe, or no, a 1-year-old, and is pregnant and like due soon. I mean, she's pregnant. So I think they got pregnant the second time a little quick and not as so, but she still became a top 10 coach during that with a baby and a pregnancy. We also learned about developing a leadership mindset, how to become a master planner. If you know anything about Melanie Mitro, she is like planning queen, marketing queen, calendar queen. Like if you ever watch any of her videos, she plans everything. And so we learned a lot about planning. So I can share a ton of that info with you, which is awesome. We learned about how to achieve elite. So how to access or how to get those elite points, which we will share with you. The power of residual income, like from Shakeology, home direct orders. We learned about developing engaged and passionate coaches. So really developing that like culture of love on your team, effective goal setting, effective time management and life balance. That again was Melanie because she does that really well. The first 30 in coach basics. So I feel like we are constantly like changing our new coach basics, new coach support group to like make it better. I know some of you have just recently been in it, so any feedback you can give would be great. I know Julie, you just finished it. So any feedback would be wonderful so that we can make it the best it can be for the new coaches. We got some compliance tips. So I did want to touch on this really quick only because it is a new rule. It's always been a rule. It's just changed a little bit. So, and there's been a lot of confusion around it. So the rule used to be if you were a diamond coach, you could not be with another network marketing company. But basically, you could be a preferred customer, or what we call a discount coach, with another network marketing company, like Young Living or any of those. As long as you weren't selling to anybody else, you weren't selling that product, you had to be if you were a diamond coach, you could not sell another product. But essentially, if you were under diamond, if you were just a coach or an emerald, you could essentially be selling two different things. Well, with this whole wine business crap, I don't know if I feel like we haven't seen it a lot in the central region, or at least on our team. I haven't gotten poached by anybody about this new wine company, but apparently some coaches have left Beachbody to join this wine company and are poaching coaches, meaning that they're reaching out to them and asking them to come work for their work, quit Beachbody and come with them. So they got stricter on that rule of working with two different network marketing companies, basically. And basically any coach cannot be affiliated with another network marketing company. With that said, though, you can be a preferred customer. You can be like a discount coach or preferred customer with another company. You just cannot be selling and building a business with both network marketing companies, because they don't want you to be selling well, really, they don't care about a wine company, but they don't want you to be selling wine to your customers and your coaches, because that customer list with Beachbody is Beachbody's customer list. Yes, it's your customer list, but it is in Beachbody. So you can't be taking your customers, especially your free customers, and selling to them. So that's kind of the background of that. He really cleared that up for people, because people were getting really uptight about it and asking a ton of questions. And what do you mean we can't do that? Why is Beachbody being so, hard on this? Blah, 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 blah. I think it's wonderful, because I don't want people, but I don't want any of you to go work, be working for somebody else and coming and trying to poach or sell to our team or anyone else. So just a little clear up on that in case you were confused. I know Jackie had posted a screenshot of that the other day as well, kind of clarifying that rule, but there was still some question and confusion about it. I don't feel like we had a lot of question or confusion about it, but I've just heard from other teams and such that there was. So just kind of wanted to clear that one up. We did have Darren O'Lean was there too, and he talked about the power of Shakeology. We actually got a bunch of free stuff too, and we got his Super Life book for free, and we also got Entre Leadership. We got water bottles and a bag and we got a ton of stuff. But I actually think I already have this, so I might be giving that one away because I think it was a Success Club prize, as was this. Pretty sure what they did was they raided the Success Club prize closet and gave us all the leftovers. But whatever, I'll take it. It's because we literally got, you guys, we got like hair scrunchies, we got a watch, we got license plate cover, we got a hat, a P90X3 hat. I got a ton of stuff that'll be good for giveaways because I have like multiple of the things. So I'm not mad about it, but it would be, I did get a good, like one of those nice swell bottles, and it's a 22-minute hardcore. So that's good. I like that. So it was great. Darren is like awesome. And I started to read the book like on the plane, just a little bit of it. And it's just amazing where he came from. I had no idea his background. And he had so many health issues as a kid and basically just started like informing himself about food. And now he travels the world to find new herbs and foods and how they affect our body and puts them into Shakeology. So it's pretty awesome. And then we ended with everything rises and falls with leadership. And Jeff Hill told an awesome story about they were in France for the top 10 coach trip. Was it France? No, Italy. I'm sorry. They were in Italy for the top 10 coach trip. And they had all decided that they were going to ride their bikes from one city to the next day. And not everyone was going to do it, but Jeff was going to do it. Carl was going to do it. And some of the coaches were going to do it. Not everybody, because it was kind of a hard ride. But they had all decided before they went to bed that they were going to do this. And then the next morning he wakes up, he goes downstairs, everyone's eating breakfast, and no one's in their bike clothes. And he looks outside, and it's raining. And everyone had decided that they weren't going to go on this bike ride. And so Jeff was also not in his bike clothes because he just woke up and hadn't, changed or anything yet. And he sat there and debated for quite a while whether or not he should go. And he stepped outside to where Carl was. Carl was not with the rest of the coaches eating breakfast. Carl was actually outside in his bike clothes, on his bike, ready to ride. Rain or shine, didn't care. And Jeff stood there with Carl and again continued to contemplate whether or not he should ride. Because he didn't want to make Carl wait as he went and got dressed and got his bike out of the truck because all the bikes were then loaded in the truck because no one was going. So all the bikes were loaded in. Carl was the only one ready to go. And he debated back and forth whether or not he should inconvenience Carl, make him wait so he would go get dressed, and he decided not to ride. And Jeff and the rest of the coaches drove on to Siena, and Carl biked, and Carl got there and said, man, that was the most beautiful ride ever. And Jeff just said how much he regretted not doing that because he was afraid to inconvenience Carl and everyone else and take that extra time and that extra step to go get ready and do what he really wanted to do because of that, just kind of that fear of whatever, and the rain, and if he was going to get hurt. And his message to us was basically to ride, just ride. Don't wait. You're going to have regrets if you do. You need to just ride. And it was just a great way to end the weekend. I can't forget this part. So Jeff has 11 kids or something. No, 7 kids, 6 girls and a boy. And now they are all married and have kids. And when he was, sorry, I'm going long with this, but I promise we'll get to techie stuff, but I just love this stuff. So when he was, when the kids were younger and he was traveling for work, he wasn't working with Beachbody. I don't remember where he was working, but he'd have to basically leave for work before any of the kids were up every morning. And he felt that, and then many times he'd get home and, they'd be in bed or be getting to bed. He wouldn't get a lot of time with them. And he worried that they didn't know that he loved them. And right. And so every morning he would go into every kid's bedroom and write an X and an O on their hand every morning. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so sweet. So literally every kid would wake up with an X and O on their hand and know that Dad loves me, Dad just left for work, and Dad loves me. So what they had us do is the whole weekend also there was what's your word? Every person that came up on stage, they said, what's your word? What's your word that describes Beachbody? What does Beachbody mean to you? What's your word? And so instead of us all writing an X and O, they had each one of us write our word on our hand that at the end of the session and then take a picture with it. So I don't know if I can post our picture because Courtney, Lindsay, and I took a picture with our word. And then later that night, we had a team building activity with the central region. Each of the regions split up. And our table, we had the best table. So we took a picture with all of our hands in the center with all of our word. So I just thought that was awesome. And it's something that I want to start with my nieces, especially with me moving, every time I leave, write an XO on their hand, something. I just thought that was the sweetest thing ever. And it made me love Jeff Hill even more than I already did because that man is amazing. So with all that said, New Leader Conference is amazing. It's so intimate. It's such an awesome training. Just as a leader, just it helps you want to share this business with people even more than you already do. So, gosh, I have so much more I would love to share about that, but I will stop for now and I will talk about technology because that's what I said. So a lot of people had a question about video. So I'll start with video on the computer. I know, Megan, you need to go spend hubby time. So if you, or not, or if you want to stay with us. I'll start with the computer. So anytime I want to record a video on my computer, so if I'm going to upload a video to YouTube and I want it to be kind of good quality, I may record it on my computer. And what else? That's really about it. A lot of times I do go for my phone, especially now that we have Facebook Live. Guys, Facebook Live is where it's at. You've got to do it. Did you guys just see my, I think salads are bullshit. So if you don't know, my niche is like counting calories sucks, eat better, not less. And so I'm trying to like find ways to just share that kind of stuff with people. But going live is scary. Like I was terrified to go live. I'm not scared to do it in like a smaller group, like with you guys at all. But going live for everybody is like, and then you see everyone's name popping up like, ooh, who's watching? Oh God. I try and like not even look at that like anymore. Cause I used to get super distracted then. I'd be like, oh, hi. And then I'd be like, what was I talking about? But Facebook Live's where it's at. You got to do it. So so like I said, most of the time I do it on my phone. If I'm doing it on my computer, I actually use Zoom to record it. You don't have to like set up a whole Zoom call. When you pull up Zoom on your computer, for the first time, if you're not just joining a call, if you pull up Zoom, oh, thanks, Sarah. It will say start with video, start without video, join, something else, and something else. You want to say start with video, and then voila, there you are. And then it looks like this. Let me see. Can I share? I think I can share this whole screen. Yeah. So you'll actually just see. Oh, no, you won't. Do you see like at the bottom where it says mute, stop video, manage participants, new share, pause share? Do you see that or no? I don't think you do. You just see my Facebook, right? Okay. I don't know how you can share to show you Zoom. Oh, here, do you see that? Do you see this? Okay, so typically this right here where it says back to meeting, it says start with video, start without video. And then join, schedule, share screen. Share screen, you're not going to use that one. I tried that and that's not what you would actually want if you wanted to share your screen like I just did. You actually want to start video and then you'd see yourself, or you can start without video. Then you wouldn't see yourself and you would share your screen like you probably see at the bottom or at the top of your screen right now. You probably see share screen. I'm going to stop mine for a second. So in yours, you probably see, it's probably at the bottom, right in the middle, and it says share screen. And when you click on that, it'll say desktop, whiteboard, iPhone, iPad, and then if you have like multiple windows open, it'll say that. You want to choose desktop, and then it shows your screen. And then I can literally go anywhere on my computer. If I choose desktop, I can go anywhere on my computer and you can see what I'm doing. If I was to choose, for example, if I stop sharing, and instead I chose just, like I have one of my options is Google Chrome. Like now, if I open Zoom or open iTunes, you're not seeing iTunes right now, right? You just still seeing Facebook or whatever I'm on. You're just seeing the all access FAQ, right? Because all I did was share this Google Chrome, basically. I didn't share the entire desktop, meaning that if I go to like a different application on my computer, right now you wouldn't be able to see it. If I share my whole desktop, then you are able to see everything on my desktop. So if I have Chrome open and then I open iTunes and then I open QuickTime, you would see all of that. So when you're recording a video, so with Zoom, you don't have to add anybody to it. You don't have to share it with anyone. You just record yourself. And then if you want to share your screen, share your screen. You have your little record button down in the corner and you just click record and you record yourself. And then when you stop recording, you have to end the meeting and then it saves the video. And that's where I think some people get confused. I know I was confused with it at first. I was like, what's that? Why didn't it do anything? Because I didn't end the meeting. So you have to stop recording, end the meeting, and then it'll save the video. And the video automatically gets saved into a Zoom folder on your computer. So when you downloaded Zoom, it automatically put a Zoom folder somewhere on your computer. So if you're having a hard time finding the video, look for a folder called Zoom. And then within the Zoom folder, for each day that you have recorded something, there's a folder for that day. So when I'm done with this call, what will happen is I'll stop recording, I'll end the meeting, it'll save the video. Takes a little while because these are hour-long calls, right? But you're typically not going to be recording an hour-long video. It's hard to get somebody to watch something that long. You want to keep them short. And then you stop your recording, you end your video. So after this, I will go find my Zoom folder and upload that video to YouTube. And again, because I have slow internet in my high-rise building, I don't have much control over it. Mine takes like overnight, which is why usually I don't get to you until I don't get you the recording until like usually the next night, because in the morning I like get up, do my workout, and don't really open my computer at all. So then it's usually when I get home from work that I actually end up uploading it for you. Sarah, do I need a camera attached to my monitor to record to Zoom? Good question. So are you on your phone or computer right now? You can unmute yourself. Depends on, so my laptop, okay. Well, then you have a webcam because I can see you. Yeah, so you're fine with just your webcam. That's all you need. So typically computers nowadays or laptops have a webcam. So that's all you need. It's just your webcam. You don't have to attach a camera or anything. That's it. So again, stop recording, end meeting, look for the Zoom folder. Within the Zoom folder, there will be a folder by date. In that folder, actually, let me show you one because there are multiple files in that folder. Okay, so see my Zoom folder? And when I open the Zoom folder, I have all of these different folders by date. So the last time it's actually got this, I'll do the last one. So on 2/21, I recorded a video. Now there is just the audio file. There is, I don't even know what this M3U is, but the MP4 is the video file. That is the one that you want. So if I open that, that's a video file. I could just upload that video file to Facebook, to an email, to wherever. But I like to upload it to YouTube so then I have a nice, easy link to share with people so then they can open it really on any device that they're on as long as they have an internet connection, right? So yeah, I think I have a question here. Is recording a video as good as Facebook Live? Yeah, I mean, what's ideal probably is going live and then you downloading that and like repurposing it. I could go, in depth about that, but you can basically repurpose all of your video. So you go live, you download that. That's why it gives you the audio file. I could then use this content and put it to a podcast and just have audio. That's why Zoom downloads that audio file. But really, yeah, as Kate said, it depends on the purpose of the video. Facebook Live goes more into the feed if you share a YouTube video. Yes. So if you just shared a YouTube video on Facebook, that's going to get kind of hidden. So your Facebook Live is going to get seen more on Facebook. But if you're looking to create more training videos, then like I have the Hootsuite training video, and I have the Canva training video and different things like that. I recorded those using Zoom and screen share and then uploaded those to YouTube. Those weren't for Facebook Live, right? Those were for you guys, for the team. So it really just depends. If you start with a video with a shared screen, can you stop the share and be on video? I know you're doing it now, but didn't know. Yes, exactly what I'm doing now. So I'm starting a share and then I'm stopping a share and you're seeing me again, and then I start another share and then I'm stopping and you're seeing me again. It works the exact same way that I'm doing right now. Exactly. And it'll all record it into one video. So that's kind of the computer stuff that I think someone had asked, how do I screen share? So I find that Zoom is the easiest way. There are other screencasting softwares out there, but you are all already equipped with using Zoom since you at least jump on a Zoom call. You've maybe never have started one yourself, but you can start one just by yourself and not add anybody to it, like I said, and do that yourself. Look at that baby, Melissa. So cute. So another cool thing that I'm going to show you that I just learned today is so that I don't have to be like, look, can you do this? So there is in Zoom that option, this iPhone, iPad option, but that I've tried it before and it does not work very well. So I learned a new way. So on a Mac, this is on a Mac. So if you have a PC, we might have to do some investigating to figure out how to do it on yours. But maybe it's the same way. If you have a QuickTime player, so my phone is connected with a cord to my computer right now, okay? You have to be connected with a cord to your computer. I'm gonna open QuickTime. Oh wait, hang on. Let me share my screen so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I opened QuickTime and it's gonna ask me to like upload a video or open a video. I'm just gonna say done. I don't wanna do that. And I'm going to go, so up here, I'm in QuickTime. Even though you see my Chrome screen, technically QuickTime is open right now because it says QuickTime Player up here in the top left corner. If you don't know anything about Macs, that's a secret. Because it depends. And then I'm gonna go to New Movie Recording. And at first you're gonna see me, and I could record myself. So here's another way that you could record video. But you don't have the screen share option, but you do have this option. So you could do it this way if you wanted to share a screen of your phone. Watch. So see this little arrow next to the record button? Because my phone's plugged in, I now see iPhone. Just wait. Oh my God. This was so exciting to me today. So it pulls up like your photos and iTunes and stuff. So I actually want to close that so that it's not running in the background. But now you can see my screen. And everything I do on my phone now you can see. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? Am I the only one geeking out about this? I think it's really cool because I'm always like, well, how do I show them how to use Canva or Photify or Rona or any of these things that I use? I'm always like, here, look at my phone. So I think this is awesome. So now I can like make some videos, and I can close this so you don't have like that in the background, or just have something blank in the background so that it's easier to see. Because do you see my chisel calendar behind it? I'm sure you just see my whole desktop, right? So video. What I do with video on my camera or on my phone, so I have a few things. I have a tripod. I'm going to go grab it. And I actually got these for my coaches for Christmas. But I have like a full big old tripod that my phone sits in. And when I'm working out in the morning, I don't always record myself. Just some days when I feel like it. I don't know. I don't always do it. Just when I'm feeling. Usually it's when have a new workout. I'm starting a new program and I want to show the workouts. That's typically when I share video. But you can share with video whenever you want. And then I just open my camera and video. And I record. So I'm just going to record our screen for a little bit. You can see it's recording, blah, blah, blah. Hi, we're doing a live call about technology. Okay, and blah, 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 wonderful. And then I stop the video. And if I want to speed it up, what I do, so again, I have an iPhone. If you have an Android, what I suggest is going to your Google Play Store or wherever it is and search edit video. That's what I did today. And I found a bunch of like editing video apps that do the same thing that iMovie does that I'm going to show you. So I'm going to go to iMovie. That's what I use to speed up my videos. Or to like put multiple video clips in one. Okay, and then I go to the plus sign and I go to movie. And then it asks you to choose moments or clips. So I can choose a photo. So I'm going to choose a photo. I'm going to choose that video clip that I just added. You can just put multiple photos in order, add music behind it, add your voice behind it, all kinds of things. It's crazy. Let me see. Here's like a really long video clip. Those are all videos from this weekend. I'll throw the Shakeology. Oh, here, that's a fun one. Okay. So I just selected a bunch of things just so I can show you a few different things that I've got going on here. Okay, so first thing I have is a photo. When I click on the photo, right now it's like super zoomed in, if you can see that. So I can actually zoom it out, I'm just clicking and kind of centering it. Like I'm on the picture itself. Oh, it's putting this effect on there. That's fine. I can add text. Oh, you can't. Can you see the bottom? Maybe it's just me that can't see it. Can you see duplicate, delete, text? So you can add text to it, even though this already has text, but you can add these different text options. So you just click on it, and then you double click on the title text here, and then I can change that text. And I can put it in the center, I can put it in the lower, so it's in the bottom. And then once I have the text, I can change it to whatever I want. I can add a filter to my picture, etc. This second thing here, this is the transition. So you have different transitions you can put between your pictures or your videos. And the transition has different times. So 0.5 seconds, 1 second, 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds. and then video. So video is what you really wanted to see. So right now I'll play it. There is sound, but I don't think you can hear it because it's from my iPhone. Okay, so, oops, trying to work that on my computer. So I want to cut this. I hate that I can't see you guys. It's driving me crazy. Okay. I can cut this. So let's say I want to cut it right before I pop in. So see where the white line is going down? If I click on the video, wherever that white line is, if I click the scissors down in the left-hand corner, it's going to cut that clip into 2 different clips now. Did it do it? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to click on split. So see, it says split, detach, duplicate, delete. So I click on split, and now I have those 2 different clips. So many times, like on my video, I'll start the video and you can see me like walking back. Well, you guys don't see that when I post the videos because I clip that out and I start wherever I want to. And many times I will like do the move for like a minute, but I only show 5 seconds of it. So that's how I do that. So I clip it. So now I just want to play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you have to click on the video clip and then click split. And now I can delete that part, delete that front part, and all I have is this quick little piece. Now also with that, the second button down here, so you've got your scissors. The second one is where you speed it up or slow it down. So now, you see how fast that's going compared to what I was. Okay, so again, I'm just speeding it up by moving this or slowing it down by moving this little rabbit or turtle. Okay, and you can do multiple, so like I can make this next part, I can make it go slow for a while, and then I add, and I go make it go a little faster, and then I click add, I move it down, and then I click add, and then I make it go really fast. So now when I play this, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see because it's not really moving. Now you can see Melanie, it's going kind of slow. Now it's gonna go a little faster. It's hard to tell because there's nothing really moving in this video. I should have done it on the other one. But now it's going really a lot faster. You can see that girl's moving much faster. And then what else do I do? Let's see. So with this video, and then there's volume. So you can turn the volume up or down if needed. So if you want to mute the volume, you can turn the volume off. And then we did talk about text. You have all these different text options. And then you have filters that you can add to video, which is cool. So I could turn this to be black and white. These are a couple teachers at my building. They had like this assembly. And they had to get up and dance, which is kind of funny. So speeding them up and would be fun, actually. And then, so when I'm done, I just click done in the top left corner. And it brings me to this screen, and you actually have to export it to save it to your phone, and then you can upload it. I upload those directly to Facebook because you either want to go live or you want to upload video itself, not a YouTube link. If you're going like to your direct Facebook like world, you want either live or you want to like upload the actual video. So I should probably just do a smaller one. That's okay. So then I just clicked on the little like box with the up arrow in the bottom middle. and then it asks me what you want to do. I never have it go straight to Facebook. I always save it to my computer first, and then upload it, because then I have it for myself for later. Maybe if I do want to repurpose it, I can upload it to YouTube, right? So I just click save video, and it asks me what size I want it. I always go the smallest so that it's the fastest, because sometimes it takes a long time. Like this one's going to take a long time because it's really long, so I'm actually going to cancel it. But I just wanted to show you guys. So again, if I do really quick, another one. So I clicked on the plus sign, clicked on movie. I'll just do a video. I'm just going to use that video clip that I created when we were chatting here. If I click on it, I have the scissors down in the bottom. I have the timer to speed it up. I have volume, I have text, I have filters. So remember, the scissors, I can split this. Let's say I just split it in half. I just click split. If I do detach, that's going to detach the audio from the video. So you want to keep the video, but you want to take the audio off, or you want to keep the audio and you want to take the video off, you could do that. So you're detaching the audio from the video. So I could then put a picture here, keep this audio and put a picture and have your audio going over your picture. That's getting real techy, guys. Okay. And then again, speeding up. I don't go like all the way fast. I usually go like, it's defaulted like to normal, and then there's 1, 2, 3, and then all the way fast, like little notches. I usually go to the second one, so like the middle one between normal and super fast. And it's still pretty fast. Okay. I hope that was helpful. And then again, done, export, save movie, or save video. And then it saves it to, that one shouldn't be too small or too big. It will save it to your photo library. So now I just go into my photos, all my photos, and there's that super speedy video that we just created. And that's it. What else did I wanted to show you guys something else. Oh, an app that I have not used much, but I did want to show you guys. So it's kind of, I've been seeing it a little bit by people, and I think it can actually, might be a game changer. It's called Ripple. Has anyone heard of this? I'm not even sure how to use it, but we're going to play with it really quick. Basically, you can create these like cool video things. I guess I did one. Let's see. What does this do? Oh, nothing. Oh, this one. I thought this did something. Hang on. 1 minute. Nope. All right. Basically, what you can do is, we're just going to test this out, is you can add, like, see how that just like came in and then the text came up, and then kind of like a PowerPoint where like you can make things animated and like fly in and do things. I saw somebody have like multiple pictures like each come in. So there was like one picture flew in, and then the next picture, and then the next picture, and then the next picture. So it was like a photo collage, but it was a little bit more appealing to the eye because it was like, ooh, here's a picture, and now here's another picture, and then here's another picture, and it was just kind of cool. So something to, so see how that does? Yeah, like that. So it like saves as a video. Ooh, watch. Let's do it even more. So then it saves as a video and you upload that video file as like you would an image or a photo or a video to Facebook, and it plays like that. So I was like, ooh, you can get really creative with that. And really it's about, you know, guys, with Facebook, it's really about catching people's, you know, catching your audience's eye, right? Because we're just sitting here scrolling. But if they see this like kind of cool video thing come over, you want to get them to stop, right? So that's what it's about. So you got to get them. It's all about attraction marketing. Some things that I'm learning in my business academy. So I'm going to stop sharing and unmute you guys. If anyone has questions, yes, Kate, showcasing a transformation would be awesome. Because you can like show before and then a little bit later and then the after. Yeah, so I think there's definitely ways to get creative with it. It's RIPL, Ripple. So definitely something to experiment with, see if you see more traction on your posts from it. One thing that I've started doing lately, even more so than I ever did before, was really kind of analyzing the types of posts that I'm putting out. Like, are my videos getting more traction, or are my photos getting more traction, or like polls? I've been doing polls just to get traction because people love to answer questions. Like last night I asked Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat, and people love to give you their opinion. Ask questions, because if they're then commenting on your posts, then you're going to show up more in their newsfeed, et cetera, et cetera. And if you're commenting on their posts, same thing. So, Jamie has a question. If you start a video with I already answered that. Anyone else have questions about anything? I mean, it doesn't have to be video technology related, but that seemed to be the biggest one where people were like, I don't even know what to do.
When you post to Instagram, you automatically then post to Facebook? Is that how you do it?
No, good question. Actually, you want to post to each of them separately. Again, someone just asked this in our business call last night. We don't have any like proof that you don't get as much traction, but we do know that the more, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say authentic, and that's not necessarily the word I'm looking for. Facebook just loves when you post directly to Facebook. Even though I think Facebook and Instagram are related now in some way, they still love if you post directly to Facebook. So I actually post them separately. And I'm just starting to use Instagram again. Actually, today was the first time I posted to Instagram in like a really long time. I don't know why. I just decided it's time to use Instagram again, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I may post because I think Instagram needs definitely catchy photos, not as many words, because I don't typically stop and read a big long thing on Instagram. I may read more on Facebook, but the photo comes first, so the photo has to catch their eye, or the video on Instagram. So like this morning, I had Motivation Monday. I posted the same picture on Facebook and Instagram, but I went into more depth on Facebook. I did like Motivation Monday. I gave like the motivation tip that I was giving, but then I gave like a little bit more explanation as to why I was giving that tip per se, and some background, so a little bit of a story. Whereas on Instagram, I just gave the picture and Motivation Monday with the tip and a bunch of hashtags. I don't do hashtags over on Facebook. I hashtag over on Instagram, and I just keep my text smaller. You really have to build a following who's first before you can start posting super duper long posts, because they're just not going to read them. So I would start with, kind of smaller things. So maybe post the same picture. And then even I was thinking maybe I should have done the pictures differently. Because on Facebook, I like to just be like in the raw, in the real. Here's me, like no real filters. But today I had like, I was kind of like blurred out and it said Motivation Monday on it. To me, that's very Instagram-y, not as much Facebook-y. And I probably could have just done my sweaty selfie on Facebook and done fine with the text saying Motivation Monday. And then over on Instagram, used the blurry with Motivation Monday on my picture so that it stops them to read the text. Ooh, what's this motivation, tip that she's going to give? So I think it's just thinking about like the user end of both of them. And then Snapchat, I'm like, got a filter on me and being silly and goofy and just whatever, right? So, it's just thinking about kind of the user end or how you would use it, because you want to attract people like you, right? So maybe you use Instagram differently than I do, or Facebook or Snapchat, but that's going to attract people that are like you then, right? So you have to think of how you would use it.
That's what I was going to ask. Would it be better, because I was actually thinking that today, would it be better to have like a variety? Because a lot of the friends on Facebook and you have on Instagram and vice versa. So do you think they get tired of seeing like the same post? Because I've always done Instagram and then posted to Facebook. Right. So do you think it would be better, like you said, to do separate posts or separate pictures?
I think that was part of my reasoning for not doing both for a little while, is because I was worried about annoying my friends who are on both. But after I asked that question last night and had a lot of people be like, oh, I'm on Facebook. Oh, I'm on Instagram more. Oh, I'm on Snapchat more. Yes, they might see your stuff in multiple places, but I think that's pretty normal now. And especially if you're using it for business, like you're using it for business. Like my social media is purely for business, and my friends are still getting used to it. You never like just post things about our vacation. I'm like, because it's my private stuff. Like I will post some of it, but it's just different, and they'll get used to it. But I mean, it's purely like a business outlet for me. So
the other thing too is that some people only use Instagram and don't use, or very rarely on Facebook. I don't know if it's really my generation, but I know a lot of younger people do.
Definitely younger. They don't, like, I have like a bunch of girls in my Bible study who are like 25, between 25 and 30. And they're like never on Facebook ever. So
yep,
they have an account, but they like, when we sit here and scroll Facebook, they're scrolling Instagram. So, Melissa, my favorites are, I'll show you. So I have this little photography. So my favorites are Photify. So I have a bunch in here, but the ones I use mostly are Photify, because I don't know if you use that one, but I love the mirror. You can mirror your photo, which I really like. And then I love the text overlay. So all the different artwork that they have. So there's a ton of different fitness. Like today I searched Monday. I didn't end up using this one, but there was, or maybe I searched Motivation Monday or something. Oh yeah, this was the one I found. And I just love these. And then you have like custom artwork, all kinds of things. So I love Photify. And then my other favorite is Rona and Rona Collage. So Rona is very similar. So that's how I did the mask and then the text over today. So Rona has very many different quotes and things as well. So if I use a picture, You have the text in the top left, and there's a bunch of different fonts, and you can download and add more fonts. So there's kind of fun fonts there. But then this little, like, I don't know, flower guy. There's like different words and quotes and banners and all kinds of things. Again, you can add more. Some of them are free little packages, some of them are paid packages, but I love like the different quotes that you can add. So Rona is another, but Rona is not free, I don't believe. It might be 99 cents or $1.99, something like that. And then Rona Collage, and then like you can mask your photo. That's how I did that this morning. So that's how you can mask a photo. And then Rona Collage is similar. So if you've used Pick, Play, Post, Rona Collage does the same thing. So you can have multiple different videos, and it has different collages. So all of these are locked. So scroll down to the unlocked ones. But there's like different collages with circles and rectangles and long rectangles and a whole bunch of different kind of photo video collages. So if we had this one, I can then add a photo or a video to each circle. And then there's different backgrounds. Oh, so that put a background to the picture. You can put backgrounds to, oops. Oh, fill canvas. That's what I want to do. I wanted to put a background on the whole thing. It's got just kind of fun backgrounds and things. So I like that one because it's a little bit more, you know, fun. I like that. Ooh, I like that. And then you can add your photo, video, and then it does take some getting used to, like kind of playing around and moving things. If you did want to move things around, you've got all these different size rotation things up at the top. But Rona's a good one that I really like. Layout is another one that I recently found that I really enjoy. Oh, here's that picture of our hands that I was talking about. But see, it like basically doesn't have very many. So like if I choose this one, so I could do something like that. We can change it up. I can add border if I want to, but I kind of like that it's no borders, this layout. It's layout by Instagram. So I don't know if you guys use that one. That one's fun. And then, those are the main ones I use. I do have Pick, Play, Post too. So Pick, Play, Post allows you to have multiple video options at a time. Multiple videos playing at a time, which is cool. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful. Any other questions? I know we went over and it is about my bedtime. I hope this was helpful. If you guys ever have like tech questions, if I don't have the answer, I can usually figure it out pretty quickly. So just always ask. All right.
I do have one more thing. When do you feel, and I know it's different for everybody, and I have not noticed, I went through all my posts, I have not noticed a difference in terms of when to post.
Oh.
I mean, I see a lot, like maybe sometimes at like 8:30 at night, because that's when people are scrolling through and their kids are in bed, at least my friends, but like, I'm just still trying to figure that out. And I know that's like the ultimate question, but I was just wondering, since you've been doing this for so long.
Yeah, I typically, because I do work full-time, I rarely get a post out during the day. Mine usually go out at 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning, 6:30 in the morning. After my workout, I usually do some sort of motivation, and then I try and get something out at night, whether it be a live video, and then I'm testing kind of the times of that, because
Videos, yeah.
like live video, because I was doing them like right when I got home at 5 p.m. and I actually was getting some people on at that time. But I don't think most people are scrolling Facebook at that time. I think you're right at 8. Hi, Carly. I think you're right at 8, 9 o'clock is probably a good time. I go to bed, like my thing with that, which I guess is fine, I can just answer things in the morning, is I go to bed at 9, 9:30. Because
No, I do too.
30 or 5, you know, but it's like I can post something right before bed, like over like a poll like I did last night, and then I can check in on posts in the morning, right?
Okay.
So I think it just depends on your audience, really. Hi, Carly. We are just finishing up, but I'm glad you jumped on. You look so cute.
I just finished working out.
Did you?
I just took my hair down. Hi, guys.
It's 10 o'clock by you, and you just finished working out.
Yeah,
Good
it
for
was a
you.
long day.
Long day.
I
with
did
yourself?
it.
Huh?
I did it, though. That's all that matters.
That's awesome, because I wouldn't do it at 9 o'clock at night. I have, but that's why I do it in the morning. Because I'd be like,
Ah,
no way.
I know. I'm so bad. I need to do that. How was the call? It was good?
Yeah, I think so. Jamie was on, and Sarah was on.
Hi,
and-
Sarah. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Julie. Julie, I don't think I know you. Melissa, I met you. And I know Kate. Hi.
Hi.
I'm sure you guys are jumping off. So anyways,
Yeah, you're
I
going
just
to
wanna
have to go back and watch the replay.
I will.
Gave some good stories from the weekend and shared a little bit about what the agenda was about. But Lindsay and I are going to do a lot more sharing of that. So, but I just did like kind of an overview and shared some good stories about why I love Jeff Hill so much. He's my
Awesome.
favorite
Can't.
person ever.
Yay.
He's so sweet. XOXO, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.